They're going to be, or they already up here? It's live. Okay. All right, no sweat. Shalom, brother. All right, let's clap it up, right? All right, Shalom, DC, with the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. We started at 1 West, 125th Street out of Harlem, New York, under Commander YAHANNA. You understand? First of all, let's make sure our phones are on mute. You understand why the class is on? You got any questions, just raise your hand. You understand? Shalom, Israel, Yahbashim Yashar Barakatah to all of the brothers. Yahbashim Alatabashim Yahbashah to all of the sisters that's tuning in. You understand? Tonight is Monday night history class. You understand? The Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, Washington, D.C. zone. You understand? We started at 1 West, 125th Street out of Harlem, New York, under Commander YAHANNA. And of course, we always just teaching the truth according to the Bible. You understand? Emptying out the dirty laundry of our oppressors, their dirty behind society, their way of life. You understand? How we've, attached ourselves onto how they live, how our women have become like, their women have become like oppressors, how our brothers have become like their men. You understand? And how we started to chase the society that they have, not realizing that society is not built for us. Their way of marriage is not built for us. Their way of value is not, doesn't hold up, a thread to the Lord's way of value when it comes down to valuing a man and valuing a woman. You understand? So, of course, if you have any questions, you understand, online in the classroom, raise your hand. We're going to do our best to get to them. If not, I want to get straight and direct into the topic. Of course, we got to light up these incense first. We got to light up these incense. We got to have some fire in here. You understand? God dang. Got to have some fire up in here. Get the Lord's chariots rocking and rolling. You understand? They're going to have to censor that because that thing get hot, boy. That thing get hot. They're going to have to censor that. The thing popped on my own. You understand? We got the fresh frankincense and myrrh, man. Get the Lord a hand. You understand? Tonight, you understand? We gonna get in the nitty gritty of when it comes down to a man being the provider of a house. Brother, I know you've heard it. You understand? Many of brothers and sisters online, many of you want a man that's going to provide. You understand? He has to be able to provide. And what do they say? Pay my bills. I want a man that's going to be able to pay my bills and is, financially stable and able to take care of me and yada, yada, yada. And today, because there's a whole lot of single mothers out there that's been raising babies, because there's a whole lot of mothers that have kicked the man out of the house, the children are now raised to not even understand what it is they need. The sisters today don't understand what they need. So now they're looking for a rich man, right? They're looking for a rich man that get paid $1 million, right? P. Diddy was a rich man, wasn't he? P. Diddy was a rich man. He was wealthy. He had a bed the size of whatever in his backyard. Lord knows what's been on it. And he was a rich man. You understand? And what's the girl name? Cassidy? That's her name? Cassie? Yeah, Cassie was getting whammed on day in and day out. She was getting whammed on with rich fist. Rich fist was going across her face. You understand? You sisters out there, y'all don't understand what it means for a man to provide. So you find yourself in a very terrible position of you're being risky. Because in today's fashion, not only do you not to have to show value, but a man only has to show you that he has a couple dollars in his pockets and you're flipping like a fish on dry land. You're not ready to give yourself to this man. Why? Because he can pay your bills. So your water is on, right? Your heat is on, right? You have a little bit of clothes on your back because you look at that as a value of a man, you devalue yourself. Your man is now letting you dress in whatever attire you would like to dress in. You understand? You are doing whatever you want to do. And then you're teaching an evil brothers out there that is quick to just bend a dollar for a sister. You teaching her such an evil lesson. You're teaching her to be a whore. You're teaching her that when money comes around, the more money, the better. Many of you brothers and sisters seen that video that where his sisters was doing the staircase thing or something. And on the first floor, they was asked, you understand, this man right here, he has finances and this is that. Would you go to the next floor to find out what the next man may have? He's going to have more. She said, yes. All of these women said, yes, we're going to go upstairs. So this man now has finances and he has morals. If you go to the next floor, you get a man that has more. So then we go to the next floor and it keeps going up and up and up. And it says, okay, this man has finances. We damn near on the 5th floor. This guy has finances. He's a good father. He'll take care of you. He has the same beliefs as you. All of these things, all the boxes is checked. They said, would you go to the next floor? The woman say yes, they go to the next floor, and it's a man that has none of it. Meaning this, the experiment was to show that nothing is enough. It's more greed than it is being wise enough to see what it is that you got right there. That brother may not have all the money in the world. That brother may not be able to buy you mansions and Bugattis and whatever new lipstick, whatever new lace front that isn't glued on properly. Let's just talk about that. Whatever new lace front, you want some expensive behind eyelashes and they don't stick on for nothing. But this man right here, he may not be able to buy you all of these things. He being able to fit the bill that you come with. You want the $100 plus nails. You want to rock the designer. You want the bags and the Fendi and the Ferragamo, and you want to look like you lit. And this brother right here may not have all of that. But while you risking that this is what you think you need, you mess around and get you a brother that is not a man of the Lord, which is so critical for black sisters out here, for black sisters and black babies to have a man that is a man of the Lord. Because you take a brother that's inside of the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. We may not have all the money in the world, but the Lord said that we're rich. The Lord said that we would be fine gold. Why? Because in today's life and society, what you need to be stable is wisdom. And with that, give me in the Bible, give me the book of Romans, I believe it's 6:23. Hold on. Where it says money is a defense. Hold on, give me 1 second. Nah, excuse me. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 12. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 12. While you're chasing this idea of just money and money and money, you may not be realizing what type of morale comes with that brother, what it is that he's raised with. And if he's only just willing to spend and break a dollar on you, you have to understand that you're nothing. You can be bought. You don't have, you're not a woman that comes with, virtuousness and skill. You understand? You sisters freeze up like day and night when somebody asks you, what do you bring to the table? When somebody asks you, sister, what do you bring to the table? Y'all say pretty much the same thing. Well, I'm loving and I'm caring and I'm this and I'm that. Meanwhile, you want this man to pay you all of your bills, to take care of you, to make sure that you look glamorous, to let you wear what you want to wear, to let you go where you want to go. So hold on. I have to buy the car for you and you get to go wherever you want to go. Now, how does that make sense? I get to buy the car for you. I get to buy the house for you, and you can have anybody up in this house. You don't need my permission to have anybody up in this house. You can do whatever you want in this house. You can treat this house like it's trash, like it's garbage. You understand? Half of you sisters today don't even know how to use a spoon or a fork on a stove. You don't know how to use none of it. You don't know how much flour goes for this cake. You don't know how much baking powder is for this meal. You understand? You don't know what broth is. But yet you want the biggest and the baddest things to make you just look glamorous. Meanwhile, on the inside, you just have no value. So now you brothers out there that's breaking these dollars and breaking your pockets, you understand, over some woman that is, her value is less than $5. You can find her at the dollar store. You can find her somewhere at the dollar store waiting to be picked up for cheap value. And so many of you sisters believe you are a real woman. You understand? This money and this fit got you believing that you like that. That lipstick that's popping, that lip balm or whatever y'all sisters call it, got you feeling like you popping. That Chanel bag got you feeling like you popping and that you're the prize. Well, the question I would have to ask you is what makes you the prize? Because you got your behind out? Because you got your chest out? Because you, what Officer Bakwa's favorite word, because you got your front butt out? You understand that makes you the prize now. You understand you're not nothing that what you call it, chesticles? Good night. Now that's 2024. That is surely we are in the end days. When brothers start recognizing that your chest that is hanging out in the front is chesticles, that is insane. That's nasty work. That's nasty work. And you sisters are so foolish because you don't understand not only what a man has to provide, but what he's willing to do for something that is valuable to him. When you show a man that you're not valuable, when you show a man that you aren't, that you are willing to dress half naked, that you're willing to, bounce from man to man, that you're just an extreme emotional creature, that, when unhappy, the relationship comes at stake. That is the type of man that you are now dealing with. And you are somebody who is just going to chase a dollar. You're just going to become somebody when somebody else come around with a fatter wallet, a better car, a different rap name, you understand, a different job. And you're just going to run to that because you are seeking the wrong things, baby girl. And that's simply because you grew up without a father. That's all. You're chasing this type of man because you never was taught what a man was in the first place. That's why when we read the Bible, nowhere in the Bible does it say that a man is to financially support you. Nowhere in the Bible does it say it. Nowhere in the Bible. And we're going to pull the scripture that you think says that. And when you hear provide, brother, you understand what is it that you would say a man is supposed to provide? You're a man, you're a brother. What would you say a man is supposed to provide within that household? What's some things, please?
Security, sir.
Some security. Okay, what else? I'll take it. That's one for sure. That's without a doubt. You sisters today, you got a man that once again that got all the money in the world, and you think you should be looking for security. That very same man that's supposed to be providing you security is whooping you from left to right. He's supposed to be providing you protection. He's the one that is beating you senseless. He's the one that's beating you senseless, and that makeup that's supposed to make you pop is covering up some marks. That's happening. What else? What else is a man that's providing supposed to do? You said security. You understand also, because if you got anything as well, anybody online as well, you understand what is it that a man is supposed to, what is his presence in that house? You understand supposed to be? Go ahead. To guide him. That's the number one answer. What you got?
Darius Harris says leader of the house.
A leader of the house. You understand all of these is answers when it comes down to what a man is supposed to be in that house. And when you look at a man and you look at that house today and the goods is spoiled, your little girls is sneaking outside the room, sneaking men inside of the house. You understand? The woman, the grown behind woman is acting like a child, right? Nobody can tell her no. She's a grown woman and you're not her daddy. So nobody can tell her no. You understand? So now she's out and she's in the middle of the streets. And the Bible speaks on women that's just in the middle of the streets. The Bible speaks on women that just wear an attire that wants to be seen. That's nothing that's classy. All of you sisters run around talking about what's the name? What's that term they're using? The mirror. I should have named the class the mirror. Salakia. You understand what you got?
Shapara says leadership and protection.
Leadership and protection.
Says order and discipline.
Order and discipline. These is all good answers. You understand? Now, of course, I know y'all know the answers, but the problem is our sisters in the world don't know these answers. You think that a man that is financially taking care of you is going to come with these things. So now when somebody tells your nappy headed behind something what to do, now it's you not my daddy. You don't tell me what to do. A man being a provider, let me tell you something. He's supposed to be the one that leads you. In other words, tells you what to do, tells you what you should do and what you should not do. Why? Because this man values what's inside of this home. This man values what he's putting financially into your behind. He values what it is that he's taking care of. He's making sure that you have food on the table. We making it that food is on the table, or that you understand the lights stay on, or whatever. But since whatever did that mean that a sister can't get out there and hustle and get herself $1? Sisters in the Bible was working all the time, making garments, making headpieces, up in the field, up in the garden, picking up fruits and vegetables. So if you're just supposed to do nothing, according to Christian society and American society and a black woman's mind today, you're just supposed to be cute. And that's why you will never be a real wife. That's why you will put your box on everything sticking off a man. That's what you'll do. You'll put your box on everything because you don't think that you should do anything, but you do expect the man to do everything. That is not the culture of the sisters that's spoken of inside of this Bible. That's spoken of inside of our records. The problem is
From generation to generation, these laws, statutes, and commandments was not taught. From generation to generation, our older generation did in fact fail the 2024 generation that exists today. The older woman was supposed to teach the young ladies how to be classy, how to have, what is it? Demur? Y'all gonna make me sound stupid up here trying to say this dang word. Some decorum. That's what we're gonna say. Some decorum. It's supposed to teach you how to be a lady and not to be fast. You understand? To keep your legs closed, not give your body away. You understand how to be sweet and how to be delightful, how to be a princess. You think the Lord just gave you a lighter voice than a man for a reason? A sweeter voice than a man for a reason? When you look at any male and female creature that is on this earth, the male has the dominant voice. You understand? 9 out of 10 times has the bigger size. It's bigger than you, has a bigger appetite than you. You understand? That is what's within a man from the beginning, from the genetic makeup of a man and the genetic makeup of a woman. You understand? The Bible, the Lord said that we supposed to honor you as the weaker vessel. But imagine you get your brother that you financially stable, but because because you are biased and because you're blind to your love affection, you're blind, you don't know what real love is, you don't know what to look for in a man, you're just going to choose anything that appears to be something that is stable. That man should look stable as hell, don't it? That man should look stable. It got pillars on the outside, and you understand, you got what's the truck that all y'all hate now? Got the Tesla truck. What's it called? The Cyber truck. Got the Cyber truck. It look like it's solid. That thing looking get hit by 18 wheeler and be cool. You understand? You messing with the brother that got all, you understand, all this manpower around him and guns and this and that, and you think surely protection comes with this. Yeah, and messing with that brother that may be, you understand, ignorantly involved in the streets, you mess around to be the innocent bystander. Your child mess around to be the innocent bystander. You understand? Stability don't come. Money not only can be a defense, but without that wisdom, that money could be the end of you. That money could change you. How people say when they get put on, oh, you starting to change, you starting to act different. You understand? Money without wisdom can go left and right for you. You understand? Give me the scripture that is asked for in the book of Ecclesiastes. What is it? 7 and 12? Because we're going to get right into it to where it is. What exactly, makes you the prize when we talk about a man being a provider, that the only thing he's supposed to provide for you is money. The only thing he's supposed to do for you is feed your belly and feed your eyes. Let you have whatever you want. The highest heels, the slimmest heels, the fishnet leggings, show your behind, whatever it is you ask for. You understand? You just supposed to get. But yet there's nothing that you have to do. And that's an evil lesson. An evil lesson. You understand, that you can teach against a woman. You understand? What we got?
Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 12. For wisdom is a defense and money is a defense.
It says for wisdom is a defense, right? And money is a defense, right? I get it. Money can be a defense. You understand? If you use money properly, you understand, you could get you some gear around your house. You can get you some cameras, right? You can get you a Ring camera or something. You understand? You could buy security, all this and above. Just like it says, wisdom is also defense. The problem now when it comes down to money not being a defense, where you see brothers day in and day out in the industry losing their lives. They have all the money in the world, but they're losing their lives. You understand? What wisdom are they lacking? What it says wisdom is a defense and money is a defense. For the brothers and sisters that have the money but don't have the wisdom, many brothers and sisters have lost their lives. You have what they call a prenup or whatever you want to call it. I've never been married on American documentation and licensing and jumping the broom and throwing rice and all that nonsense. That's not what we do. We get into bed and throw something else. We're not throwing no rice. That's not happening. You understand? But I've never been through that wedding, however, or that type of wedding anniversary and ceremony and bondage, as America wants to call it. But now you have this wedding. You're not married to this. You're not married to this woman. Y'all get divorced. All that money that you had, brother, you about to split it for sure. You about to split it for sure. You done chose your woman. You was spending good on her. You was spending good on her. You thought she loved you. You thought she loved you. You was putting her in the most fabulous things in the world. You was putting the most glamorous things in the world. You was dolling her up. She was getting whatever she wants. And then you had a baby with that woman. And that baby is going to get paid while they leave you. And now you have many brothers that is in the sports teams and all that, and brothers paying $50,000, $100,000 a month, $100,000 a month for a 1 month-year-old. So who really need $100,000? That money can, without wisdom, can make you do very, very foolish things. Can make you get in a car with strangers. Can make you take a path with strangers. Can make you make stupid decisions, idiotic decisions that can possibly cost you your life or the life of another. That could be the end of your marriage. You understand? But the wisdom being a defense. When we talk about the wisdom that's spoken of inside of the Bible and how a man should train up a child in the way that they should be, how a brother should not be a lion in the household, how a brother should guide his woman, you understand, not provoke the children to wrath. This is what the man is providing in that household structure. It's something called structure, which is not existing in today's black family, in your average black house. That structure is not existing. The children are doing whatever they want to do. You dare to put your foot down in your house. I don't even know if it's a man cave anymore. Do brothers try to get man caves anymore? Does that happen? Leave it up to today in the way Christian society is going. That is going to be a woman cave. That's going to be her basement. You understand? On Sundays, there's no Sunday football downstairs in the basement. That is girls' night out. That is downstairs. It's hers. The walls is pink and it's decorated for her. That's a house that has no structure. And that's because you brothers don't understand that inside of a woman, she does want to serve a man. Inside of a real woman, she does want to serve a man. She does want to be guided. For the life of me, none of you sisters even know what you want for dinner. You can't choose what restaurant you want to go to. You can't choose what you want to watch on TV. You can't choose what movie you want to watch. You know you want a man to tell you what to do. You understand? You know you want a man that's going to take some authority in there. And you brothers, little do you know, while you're trying to fall back and lean back and be, pleasant in the ways of doing whatever your woman asks for. She my queen. She deserves the best. She shouldn't walk on this ground. She, that's my queen and this and this and that. While you're doing that, she's hating you. She hates you. She hates you. A woman don't like all that grand rising queen. A woman don't like that. A woman, you brothers that get in that comment section and say that, oh, you supposed to treat they goddesses. You supposed to treat them like a goddess. They are the original God. They're Mother Earth. They really don't like that. You think they do. And you believe that they do. And then as soon as you get married with that woman, that very same goddess, you're on child support. Now you're on child support. That goddess you was talking about, that queen, you serving her now. You supposed to be the man of the house. You supposed to have that authority in there. And you supposed to guide this sister. And many of you sisters, while you don't understand wisdom, you'll turn around and say, I want a man that's going to guide me. Ain't no man out here trying to lead. We supposed to be a team, as they say. But they don't understand that every team has a captain. Every team has a coach that tells the team what to do. Let me tell you something about myself. There's no 50-50. There is no equality whatsoever. There is no 50-50. I'm not going to be in touch with my feminine side. You understand? That's not going to happen. A man should not have a feminine side. I don't know where that comes from. And I damn sure don't want you to have a masculine side. You think I want you coming home telling me what to do? You understand? That's what now when we indoctrinated with other people's society, what starts to happen? The white woman tells the white man what to do. If you don't know, many wars have been started over white women. Many wars, many battles, many burnt buildings in the 60s and the 70s in black neighborhoods. Many riots and wars have been caused off of some white woman. What's the brother? Emmett Till. You understand? Whistleblowing, lying out there behind has caused our lives. These white women have caused wars, and these white men, they run. They little husband is a police officer. She walks around like she's a god in America. If her husband is a police officer, she walks around like, I dare you to look at me left, because I'm going to go to my husband, and my husband is bringing the whole precinct to you. It's bringing the entire police department to you to come and take, not to give justice, but to take your life, not to seek the truth, but to take your life and give judgment on you. You understand? That's a white woman. A white woman is running that household. Don't get it confused. Now, what's going on in the black household? Now look at the black woman trying to run the black man. You can't talk to me like that. Sister, when you get you a man, that man is now taking the duty that your father once had. But the problem is, your father was never there. Your father isn't there. So you don't know the duty that your father once had. You don't know that your father used to tell you, you can't put that on. You don't know that if that father was in the house, You would have been raised in a way that you can't put that on. That skirt too small. Your chesticles is out. I'm about to use the heck out that word. I ain't gonna lie to you. That word is about to be in my vocabulary, straight up and down. Chesticles. That is insane work. That is nasty work for sure. You understand? Your chesticles is out. A father would have said, nah, baby girl. A father would have investigated how the hell it even got in the house. How did that get in the drawer? How did that even get in your closet? And the moment he found out that it wasn't you being sneaky and your mama said to go do it, or he's going in there to go check that woman. And that woman going to take that checking. That woman's going to take that checking and say, listen here, who said that she could wear this? You said this? Rules would be in the house. Structure would be in the house. You would not be able to just go in any car and be whatever you want. You understand? And be around whoever you want to be around and just do whatever you want to do and talk however you want to talk. That's what now a man puts inside of that house. On top of his sister being in there, you have authority as well over the children according to the scriptures to do what? It provides that balance. That brother supposed to be in there, not just in there paying bills. You understand? But telling you how to not have the dang light bill raised all the way up. Turn that light off over there. I'm paying the bill and they turn that light off. So now I get to pay the bill and I can't say turn the light off. Now y'all just get to run around and leave the lights on in the house, huh? And ain't nobody, I can't say nothing about it because I'm man supposed to provide. So that means the lights got to get stayed on 24/7 in the damn house. What it supposed to be? The shower supposed to never cut off. You just supposed to be allowed to take a 4-hour shower. My pockets is draining. You in the water. My pockets is draining. And I just got it, man. She's still in that shower, man. It's been 4 hours. But a man got to provide. But I can't tell you that today, hey, I'm up in there taking no dang 5-hour shower. I can't do that now, right? You can just burn up the kitchen because you can't cook for nothing. You 24 woman today can't cook a pot roast to save your life. Can't cook a baked mac and cheese. We like to eat. That's never changed in history. You are messing up our appetite. You are messing up our appetites. You understand? We are eating out now more than ever. Salagia. Brothers is eating out now more than ever. We got to go to Ling Ling and such. What happened to the black woman's cooking? What happened to that? You want to be good looking but no cooking? No, that does not make sense. And you are going to learn that you can't keep a man. That's why you just relationship to relationship, because you can't keep a man. You look good, sure, but you ain't got no value whatsoever. You want to say I'm a diamond and shine bright like a diamond? Listen, baby girl, the most expensive diamond in the bank is not out on the floor. It's extra security in the back where that diamond is at. That thing got a button to make you even be able to see it. That's the type of diamond that you should want to be. That's the type of diamond you should want to be. Something that can't everybody see. You got to have a certain resume to even see me. You sister's supposed to be a mystery. Everybody knows your mystery box. Everybody knows it. Everybody's opened it. There's no question mark that's on it. The answer's right there. You understand? The box was left open. You understand? That's what's happening today. But that's because sisters don't understand what a man is supposed to provide in that household and in that marriage, in that relationship. A man is supposed to provide stability. It's supposed to provide wisdom. It's supposed to guide you and tell you what you can and what you cannot do. It's supposed to tell the children, to listen. You understand? It's supposed to provide some sort of regulations in that household. That's what the Bible speaks of. In other words, what's the point of law, statute, commandment? Is there a woman that tells God what to do? Is there some goddess that just tells, nah, Lord, that whole no shrimp thing, that no smoking thing? Nah, don't put that down in the scriptures. Now, God made the law, statute, and commandment as a man and on a man's accord. That's what he did. He didn't come around here thinking emotionally, well, maybe they'll feel some type of way about it if I tell them they can't eat no shrimp. Maybe they feel some type of way about it if I tell them they can just, they got to dress properly. I don't want to hurt none of my children's feelings. No, God came in there with the authority of a man and said, I don't give a damn what you said. Moses, you take down these laws, statutes, and commandments. Adam, you take down these laws, statutes, and commandments. This is what it is. And we sit there and plead and say, well, okay, let me ask something. Moses ain't saying, hold on, Lord. Can we not do this and maybe do this? Now the Lord said to this, to that. This is unclean. This is lawful. This is unlawful. These are your holidays. These are not your holidays. And he did it as a man. You understand? I want to finish the scripture, but hold it. Take me over to Exodus. 15:3, where the Lord is a man of war. You understand? A man of war understands that you have to go to war daily for peace. You have to go to war daily to have peace. If you don't fight against something, chaos will come in there and spoil your goods if you're not strong. Will come in and spoil your goods, introduce a different way of thinking, introduce a different perspective and this and that. You understand? And now you got an open mind. Now your opinion matters most, and what you think should happen, what you think should not happen. Many of you sisters dress like it is summer in the winter because you're trying to look cute. You put on fishnets in the dead of winter. Put on fishnets. You understand? All you sisters go out there and say, I want me a man, but I'm so tired of being treated like a piece of meat. And you go out and you show all of your meat. How does that make sense? You're so tired of just being sexualized. Your whole playlist, you say, can I have a Bluetooth? Let me play on the Bluetooth. You get on the Bluetooth and you put on Sexy Red and talk about how brown your butthole is. That's what you do. You go on, that's a song you try to put on. You ain't put on nothing that's, got some flavor to it, got some soul to it. You put on, you understand, Sexy Red, Megan Thee Stallion. You want Megan knees. Megan knees done been on a lot of things. Megan knees done bent over for a lot of things. So you want to be Megan? You want Megan knees. Because Megan knees ain't meant for just one man. Megan's been with a few. But that's what it is you want. So now your playlist is filled with this, but you don't want a man to sexualize you. You want a man that's going to take care of you. On your playlist, you know the lyric to every song that is talking about, I don't need no man. Ain't no man got, I ain't got no man. Ain't no man got me. And I'm in the car with you. And what I'm supposed to look left and right like I'm not here or something? Brother sitting there driving, trying to keep his cool. Trying to keep his cool. Like, what you mean by that? Is a hidden message in there or something? But them type of brothers, you're a fool. Because she's telling you exactly who she is. I ain't got no man. Ain't no man got me. And you're on your way to the restaurant. Please. Oh, God. Forget about that. I ain't got no man. And no man got me. When you say, huh? You done pick, y'all done went, your sister done went and got y'all at the beats fire. I know it's fire because that's what the brothers be using. Now y'all using men beats on your songs. Ain't no, some nice instruments in there. You say, I ain't got no problem with a nice beat. Don't get me twisted. But I'm trying to show you spiritually what's going on in your mind. They say today the new black woman is a nigga. That's what they say. Is a full-blown nigga. That's what they say today. Yes. Yes, they say that. Please.
You hear about Ghostface? What's going on with Ghostface?
I did not. Please bring it off.
He well, his son is putting him on blast, saying that he has cut him off for past 10 years. He doesn't mess with him. He has his lights cut off. He was homeless. He was in the homeless shelter, all because he's transitioning into a woman. And that's the response Ghostface is giving to his son.
Okay.
When you saying the new
black woman is a nigga.
Yeah, that's Ghostface's son.
Oh my. And that's bad. The son is transitioning?
The son is transitioning.
To be a daughter?
Yeah.
How do you change from son to daughter?
And he said, no son.
All I know is every onesie I bought was fit for a girl. And so how you change from a son to a daughter? And Ghostface is saying, I'm not with that. And so the Ghostface's son has been living in homeless shelters and he cut him off. I'll give Ghostface a hand. Ghostface, I admire you. I admire you. You don't understand that with this guidance and with this, it ain't for cheap. The Christian church done fooled you. The same way you believe that you can get God's protection, like God ain't no simpleton. In the same way you get God's protection and God is supposed to bless you and give you all the blessings and you highly favored, but you ain't got to do nothing the Lord says and you think He gonna protect you. How does that work for blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians? You think the Lord is a man, right? You want something from the Lord, right? You want blessings from the Lord, right? You want, actually drop the scripture in Exodus. Salakia. I'm going left and right. Drop that scripture in Exodus. Take me over to where it says that the Lord, the head of the man, hold on, is Christ and the head of the woman is the man. Hold on. Bear with me because we're going to bring this out. I want the one that says, as thy Lord. Is that the one in 1 Corinthians?
No.
Hold on. We're going to pull it. Because the same way you want something from the Lord, the same way. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. Brother gonna pull the scripture. You understand? The same way that you seek things and would want to be glorified by the Lord and highly favored by the Lord, you're gonna have to understand that you're gonna need to be highly favored by your man. You're gonna have to come with some skill to the table. You have to, how could you make my life any better? How could you make my life better? You understand? I know, well, I could tell you what to do that's going to save your life. That's going to make sure that you're not out here being the talk of the town, that you're not out here being a joke, that you're not out here being the sister that everybody gossips about, that you don't receive the title of a thought, that you don't receive the title of some Tatiana, that you don't receive the title of some dirty, nasty, stinking behind woman, so that you don't receive the title of being a bitch, so that you don't look like a fool out here, so that you can look different, so that you can look like a real woman, so that you can look like you have some sense and some common sense. You understand? Like, that's what a man is going to do. What are you bringing to the table? I know I can make your life better. I know I can teach you something that's going to make you smell a little better. That's going to make you have a little bit more discipline. I know I can teach you those things. What is it that you're bringing to the table? If it's only beauty, you understand, you're going to be looking around. A real man, you understand, is going to see that you're not anything that can make his life better. How can your beauty make me ease up my life and my burden? How can your beauty take off the stress of, of what I got to go through and prep me for this? Imagine I'm going outside and I'm shoveling the snow in the driveway, and I come in there looking for a hot cup of cocoa, a hot cup of, a little hot cocoa. And when I get in there, you just, babe, don't I look pretty? Right. Don't I look pretty? I went out there and just changed the tire, and I come back inside the car and you doing your makeup in the mirror. A whole case of water is in the back seat. I get in the truck. I get in the car. You don't hand me no bottle of water. It's your car that I paid for, gave it to you. I even was dumb enough to put your name on it. I was even dumb enough to put the name of the car in your name. And when I go to change your tire, that you flattened, I was in the passenger seat this time. That you flattened, you hit the curve because you just can't drive for nothing. You hit the curve. I go out there to change the tire. I come back and you're doing your makeup. Imagine that. So you just ain't got to bring nothing to the table. The Bible says you're supposed to be a pillar of rest. You're supposed to provide. What do pillars do? It holds a structure. You ain't the structure. You're not, you're not the structure and foundation of, but the pillars, it keep you up. It holds you up while the outside of the building takes on the rain, takes on the cold, takes on the beaming sun. You understand? Takes on all of the elements that's outside. Where are the pillars at? Have you ever seen pillars holding up a building? The pillars are inside the building. You're inside. You're underneath the building. You're underneath the structure. You understand? This thing works. You hold up a brother while that brother is taking on all of the things that you don't have to take on. That pillar don't never have to get a bit of rain touched on it. A bit of heat and all the conditions and elements outside. You understand? If somebody throws a rock at the window, it's hitting me. It ain't hitting you. You understand? If somebody, trying to break in the door, that's me at the door. The pillar is overhead. That's me at the door. But you don't understand because one, your mama ain't teaching nothing. And two, your mama kicked your daddy out from teaching you something. So now you just learned nothing. Now the way of the world taught you something. You understand? Were you able to find that scripture, Baba Gashar? I think it may be. Brother, can you get Ephesians 5:22? Go ahead and read.
Ephesians chapter 5, verse 22.
Nice and loud.
Wives, submit yourself unto your own husband.
Say that again.
Wives, submit
Say
yourself.
Say that right there. What's that word?
Submit yourself.
It says, wives, submit yourself. Submit. My brother tell you to submit, and that he want a woman that's gonna be what's the word? Submissive. Another word for submit. Submissive. You understand? Somebody that's going to get underneath his protection. Somebody that's going to listen to him. Somebody that's going to look at that man as her Lord. You understand? What you got, Officer Bakwash?
Like, if I could just to reiterate, go over what you're saying. Submit. If you ever looked at any UFC or martial MMA fight, and when they get that submission hold locked in, when they submit, that means they give up. I don't want to fight no more. There is no more fight in me.
I like that. That's it. I like that. I heard the way also Bakash broke that down. That was old school right there. You understand? I was old school for you. The water. I'm about to go right off of what you just said. So like, that's right. Brother said that you look at a UFC fight, you understand, you get a chokehold on the person they eat. Now they want to do whatever you want to do because they want to breathe. And they recognize that you are in control of that breath, that you are in control of that next breath that you take. And if you fight any longer, you know what's going to happen, right? In that fight, your arm is going to snap. your leg, your ankle is about to pop out in a different fashion that you've never seen it before. You about to go unconscious, all of these things and above. And if you submit and stop all that fighting, you know what I'm saying? Shut that mouth. Relax a little bit. You barking and you a chihuahua. Like, relax a little bit, man. You talking loud. You talking reckless. You talking out your neck. You turkey neck. You just waka. You just talking. Or calm down a little bit. You understand? Or else this happens. Now, of course, we're not talking about no physical altercations when it comes down to a man and a woman. But just to let you see what it's like to submit. Now, you are now that person that is in charge of you. You've now accepted their will. Now their will becomes your will because you want to live. And the black woman today does not understand in order to live, you're going to need that man. You're going to need that husband that knows all of your weaknesses, that understands your trauma, that understands your trauma and is able to counsel you and able to guide you and help you. Not just a partner that's just going to get high with you all day. That's just another man that's also in trauma. You understand? You have to understand that you need a man that is going to guide you in every way aspect in life. That's going to show you what real structure looks like, what real love looks like. You can't sit here and tell me you love me and you watching me get on crack. You can't tell me you love me when you, oh, well, to each his own. You understand? Nah, you can't say you love a person when meanwhile you watch them decay, you watch them destroy themselves, and you just let it happen. You can't say that you love that person. You understand? Brothers, if you really love that woman, you're going to tell her, like, listen, them goods, all them goodies, that behind, you understand, your chest, that front, but that's all for my eyes and nobody else's.
Right.
If you really love that woman. Sister, you might want to think about if that brother, you understand, is respects you. You think that he just, well, my man, he chill, he laid back. You know what I'm saying? He not always trying to tell me what I can and can't wear. He probably don't respect you either. He probably doesn't respect you at all. You're probably his side piece. That's what you probably are. You think you're the main one. You're more than likely a piece of, you're not the main course. You're a string bean. You're, a butter roll. You're just a biscuit because all you got is biscuits. That's it. You're just a biscuit on the side. You understand? Meanwhile, some other sister, maybe he respects more. You might want to question that, all of that glamour and stuff that you're trying to show off, and you understand you don't want to listen and you don't want to be submissive. You just want to, live in this relationship and do whatever the hell it is that you want to do. That man probably don't value you more than anything. He probably would give you up in half a second. Now, is that right for the brother to do? No. But however, he probably would give you up in half a second. He probably would give you up in half a second because you don't show anything worth protecting. I'm going to put my life on the line for somebody that doesn't even want to listen to me. I'm going to put my life on the line. I'm going to sacrifice everything so that this house can remain a house, so that these babies can grow up strong, that that little boy can grow up to be a man, that little girl can grow up to be a woman, you understand, to be a lady. I'm supposed to instill all of this for something that's not even worth protecting. You might want to look at your worth. And many of you women, y'all want a man to spend $50,000 on you. Are you a $50,000 broad? You want a man to spend millions on you. Are you $1 million broad? Some of you women get out there and talk about that you want a man that's going to do all this and do that. And, until then, I'm out on the streets. You want to wait until you find the man to try to change yourself, to try to now be a different type of woman. This ring in your finger, if the ring is not on your finger, you're just going to do whatever it is you want to do. You're going to focus on you and do whatever you want to do. A ring is on your finger. Now you want to dress properly. You're going to be in battle with yourself because you've been living your whole life with no training. You've been trained by hoes, by fellow hoes have been training you. Dr. Whore has made you a student and a pupil whore. That's what happens. Nobody's been training you on how to be a lady, how to have some decorum, how to hold yourself and how to, be respectful and how to be delightful, to not be some nasty behind woman that just runs her mouth all day long. You understand, that thinks that her SHIT don't stink. You understand? Like nobody's taught you how to do so. So now you get around, you don't even know what it is to be a woman. You weren't raised with your father. You don't even know what a man is supposed to provide you. So when a man tries to, all you do is turn around and say, you're not my daddy. You're not my daddy. You're not my father. You can't tell me what to do. But what did your father used to tell you to do? What did you do? You know? You probably don't. You probably don't even know what your father used to tell you to do. To say that you're not my father. So if you say you're not my father, that is the quickest way for me to understand that you didn't have no father. That's the quickest way to understand it. Because I'm saying if you had your father in life, and I'm saying the same thing your father said, what do you mean you're not my daddy? You can't tell me what to do. Yeah, you probably just got daddy issues. You don't know what a real daddy is. In the bed you do. As soon as that spring on the left side of the bed breaks, because as soon as the cop knocks at the door, because if there's a loud noise coming from the bedroom, somebody's saying that you're just screaming daddy. You know what that means in that essence. But then now you don't understand when a man tells you that you can and cannot do something. Now you don't understand what daddy is. He's providing you with something. With that providing, is something that comes on the back end, man. That's why the Bible says for wives to submit yourselves. Submit yourselves. Why? Keep reading. Read it from the top, Bubba Shaw.
Ephesians chapter 5, verse 22.
Go ahead.
Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands.
Go ahead.
As unto the Lord.
As unto the Lord. You understand? The same way that you would submit yourself to the Lord, you understand, and obey the Lord. Do what the Lord tells you to do. You understand? It says, wives, submit yourself unto your husbands as to the Lord. What does that mean? Brother, do you know what that means when it says as to the Lord?
Follow your husband like you was following the Lord.
That man becomes your Lord. That's what Adawan means. That man becomes your Lord, becomes your power. You get power from this man. When a man tells you, nah, baby girl, you're not going to wear that. You ain't dressing like that. You get power because now you go out in the streets of America and you don't look like a whore. You don't look like you want that job that's going to pay you $200,000, right? And me telling you to put on something better to get that job, guess what? Do what you want to do and watch as you got that $200,000 in every meeting. That white man is trying to touch you.
Right.
And some of you sisters will allow it. Some of you sisters out there will allow it for that paycheck. When you listen to your man tell you what you can and what you cannot do, you're supposed to get power from it. That's why he's called your Lord, because you're going to get power from it. You're going to get protection from it. When I tell you, nah, you're not going to no club at 2 o'clock in the morning with them girlfriends. Who you going with? Teresa. Doesn't Teresa got a husband? Yeah, but she talking to somebody else now. And she's still married? You going out with a bunch of women that's going to take their ring off as soon as they get in that. That ring don't mean nothing at 2 a.m. That ring meant everything. You wanted that wedding. Your parents done spent $50,000 on this wedding. People done flew from across the earth to come to this thinking behind wedding and that ugly behind wedding dress you have on. It is ugly. I'm telling you straight. That thing is ugly. Straight up and down. Yeah. Now, all these people done did all these sacrifices at 2 a.m. in the morning or at your job. When you see somebody that look good, that wedding ring is coming off. That wedding ring is coming right the hell off. Now, once again, you're not being taught nothing but how to just be stupid. You're just taught on just how to be stupid now. If you won't let a man tell you what to do, you want him to provide you financial stability. That's not the only thing that he is going to provide. That's not in a man's nature. A man is dominance. That's in our nature. We want power. You understand? If I'm going to sit here and do all of these things here, I'm going to have to tell it what to do. You understand? I'm going to have to put some brakes on this thing. If I'm investing this much money into it, this much time into it, I'm going to have to, you're going to have to look at me as your Lord. You understand? My car don't tell me what to do. When I bought it, it does it. It does it. My car don't tell me nothing. But I do take care of her. Put a little oil in there. She good. She don't argue for nothing. You understand? Put a little transmission fluid when she get over 100,000, whatever, 50,000, 100,000, whatever it may be. Check engine light come on. I check it out. You understand? That check engine light cut off when it's taken care of. Tires ain't flat. You know what I'm saying? I see you losing a bit of air on the side. I fix you up. and you're good. You're driving like you knew. You're driving like you knew. You understand? But that car get to acting up, right? Then that car get to acting up, and that car, the tires start to go a little flat, and putting air in it is just losing air over and over again. I'm trying to change it out, trying to give you some new brakes, you just keep giving me trouble. That brother eventually gonna go get another car. And he gonna get rid of that car. Brother know how to hold on to a car now. A brother know how to hold on to it. You would be in the backyard with a cover over your damn. Hey, a brother know how to keep a car. There's something called a classic. They're sitting back there, grass going underneath it. Every once in a while, you go out there and still show some love to the car. Meanwhile, there's something else in the driveway. In the drive, you somewhere in the back because you're just an embarrassment. That just gets driven every day. If somebody hopped in you to steal you, you wouldn't lock the doors. You wouldn't be a transformer and lock the doors. If somebody hopped in that car and tried to steal you, would unlock the doors and let them drive away with you. You turn on the radio for him and everything. You understand? Meanwhile, there's something else in the driveway. I hope you get my drift. You understand? Eventually, that man's going to go get him another car. But there is men out there, for all you women that's just against multiple wives, there's men out there that have multiple cars. Multiple cars, and they all taken care of. They got the oils changed. They get clean on a cycle. Hey, on the cycle. As soon as I get back, I say, listen, man, I'll be right back. I'm about to go grab my other one. Coming back and cleaning that one in the car wash. You understand? They good. You understand? Driven nicely, not overdriven. They looking good. You understand? But imagine everybody just get in this car and driving whenever they want. You ain't nothing but a taxi. Anybody can get in you. You ain't nothing but a Uber. Anybody can get in you. You understand? That's what now these sisters become. Salagi. Let me get back to the scripture, Baba Gashar. Right? It says, wives, submit yourselves to your husbands as to the Lord. In essence, man, that man now becomes your Lord. The same way you can sit here and say, I want to be blessed and highly favored. You understand the wisdom that's coming from this brother, man, the brother that's trying to tell you left and right and left, and that's trying to tell you what to do. You're not supposed to be, argumentative and combative against these things. You understand? You're supposed to recognize the righteousness that's going on to it. I understand that many of our brothers are destroyed and don't know the truth. I understand all those things. You understand? That's why you must come into the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. That's why you must come in here and put away that old man and become a new black man, become a new black sister. Because these sisters, honestly, they do want to be led. Don't let all that music fool you. They doing all that for attention. All that sexy red doing and all that. Who is she saying? Who is she telling that her butthole's red? I said red. It's brown. Who is she telling that to? I get it. Y'all jamming all of these things. The sister going up on the concert. Whose attention is she trying to get? Yours. She's trying to get yours. A woman wants you. You're going to have to put that thing into submission. You're going to have to go up in there and stand on business. You're going to have to say, nah, I ain't going for that. I don't give a damn how you look. I'm not going for that. It'd be a cold day in hell. It'd be you be ringing that doorbell 20 times. It'd be a cold day in hell, man. You understand? You got more in that scripture?
No, sir.
All right, take me back to Ecclesiastes. Take me back to Ecclesiastes, what was it, 7 and 12? Take me back to Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 12. Right? So now, getting back to the point we was at before, where it talks about that wisdom is a defense and that money is a defense. When we talk about now what it is that a man provides, a man in that house is supposed to provide wisdom. It's supposed to tell you wisdom is that you can't do this and you can't do that. You understand? You're not allowed to do these things and you can do this. You can go ahead. You understand? Don't spend too long on this. You understand? When you go to the job, you go into the job, you get your money, you come back home. You understand how to handle these situations. I'll take one. You understand how to handle these situations you got going on at your job. Your supervisor's up your behind. You understand? You feel like you're getting picked on. You feel like somebody at the job is trying to harass you. You understand? It's supposed to tell you what it is to do so that you don't act emotionally, so that you don't give in. You understand? So you don't feel like, damn, I don't know what to say because I feel like I'm going to lose my job. You understand? You pulled over by some police officer. You don't know what the hell to say. You understand? A man is supposed to be able to help you. We help each other. A job that you do for me is a job that I do for you. You understand? When I do this, when I scratch, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. You understand? The Bible says that the woman was made for the man, not the man for the woman. Eve was made for Adam. Adam was out here doing his thing. You understand? Eve was put there for Adam. Not Adam was put there for Eve. You understand? You sisters gotta understand something. You approach that man the right way, you don't even understand the lengths that a man would go for you. In history, men have caused wars for you, for your love, to protect you. You said, what about my woman? You did this. You touched my woman. A brother is ready to wage war. A man, that's why a man tells you can't dress like that. That's why, because he loves you, because he wants to protect you. He understands that is his property. And you sisters don't want to be called property. And that's exactly what you are when you now go and lay down with that man and you become his. And it's good to be that man's property. It's good. I know that word make your bones is shaking. Just, I ain't nobody property, sister. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. When I have you in submission, you can't even move. You can't move. This thing is mine. Now, property, the problem with this is you've witnessed as your parents are divorced. You witness how your friends and your cousins and your aunties, all of them, you've witnessed that they have been, the men that they've been with, you've seen the tears of those women, and you recognize that, dang, property, being somebody's property ain't good. You understand? Being owned by somebody ain't good. But imagine you had a brother that does take care of you. Once again, giving that car analogy, that does take care of you. When you see that check engine light come on, he's responsible enough that when he sees it come on, he gonna handle it, see what's going on, fix it up. We back to new. You understand? A brother, you get them brothers that's shoe heads. They got the goddamn purple light, the blue light. They got the plastic. They buy that shoe and it's $1,000. They wear it once. They wear it one time. You understand? This thing that they spent their hard-earned money on, they bought it, and it's their property. They care for it like a mug. You sisters have bad taste, and you ran into brothers who are destroyed that don't know how to handle that property, that don't know how to take care of that property. So now you don't want to be told what to do. Now you want to move off your own accord and off your own beat. But that is not a structure. When you look at the East Indian house, the East Indian woman listens to the East Indian man. When you look at the African house, the African woman listens to the African men, and they remain together. What you don't understand is that actually works. You understand? You cook a brother a meal. He come home from work. That brother want to treat you. That brother want to treat you so nice. He want to take care of you. He appreciates the fact that you do A, B, C, D, F, G. You understand? You handling the kids, taking care of the kids. You understand? This brother now he would give his life for you, which is the most valuable thing in the world. You understand? So while the Bible does say that money can be a defense, you understand, nothing wrong with it having some sort of money and stability. You understand, to keep your lights on and, keep the paint fresh on the walls and stuff like that. But it also says wisdom is a defense. A defense against what? If there's a defense that's been that is there, that means something is trying to attack you. And without these things, you can be spoiled. Without these things, your marriage can be spoiled. Without these things, your son can be a transgender. Without this wisdom, your daughter could be a dyke in your house. Without these things, you have a drug addict in the bedroom upstairs, in the basement downstairs. That 32-year-old that you letting sleep in your basement, he can be a drug addict in that damn basement. You can have a grown man in the house and say, listen, my children live with me. A man's like, excuse me, say, what? How old are they? They 40. He's 40. Damn, he's 40. Okay, what's going on? I don't think he's ready to go out yet. Sister, you ain't got no wisdom at all. He said he's 40. Does he have a felony or something? No, he ain't never been in trouble with the law. So why can't he get a job? Well, my baby's my baby. And he can stay here as long as he wants. And if you don't like that, you got to leave. Well, damn, sis, I'm trying to help you out. I can offer the young brother, come work with me. He can work with me. We be right there on the construction site. You come work with me. Nah, I mean, if you can't accept it, you got to leave. Nah, sis, that's because you are deprived of wisdom. You don't understand the simplicity of some of these things. So now you go out and you're making decisions that's just really making your own life harder. That's why you're single at 35. You're single at 40, still looking for love. You're single at 45 with no children. And you're able to have children and with no children. You understand? But without this wisdom, that's what has allowed our houses to be destroyed. Right. Without this wisdom being placed into that house, that's why now all you seek and all you see is the first part of that scripture, which says money is a defense. And it can be without the wisdom, no. Your life is just as at danger. How do we know? Keep reading the scripture.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense.
So which one do you want? Right? For all of the black women out there, the scripture says, the Bible says, for all you blessed and highly favored black women out there, just I said highly flavored, so I get highly favored black women out there, you got money being a defense, and you got wisdom being a defense. Money, you're gonna do whatever you want with this money to provide whatever defense that you find necessary with this money. And then you got wisdom, which is a little bit more strict. This wisdom come with, me telling you what to do and what not to do. This wisdom comes with, you can't do whatever you want to do. I don't care how, I don't care if you're a grown woman or not. This wisdom is a little bit more strict. It feel like, it feel a little bit more like less, that you have less liberty. Which one do you want? Keep reading.
But the excellency of knowledge.
But the excellency of knowledge
is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. And that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. You live when you get told what to do. You live when a man says you're not going, to this party over where and what club with who. You understand? It's excellent to have a man like that. Right. It's excellent to have a man that is wise enough to tell you to cover up your behind. That's wise enough to tell you can't have on no apple bottom jeans. Right. That's wise enough to tell you that you can't go to the Usher concert and let him and dance on him. That's wise enough to tell you you're not taking $1,000 picture with Chris Brown. They're wise. That $1,000, goodness gracious, you just got pulled over last week because your behind can't drive. I got to pay the bill, and now you about to pay $1,000, and I got to pay for the $1,000 when you go see Chris Brown. Now I got to do that. Now I got to watch Usher, old zesty behind. I got to watch Usher. I got to sit there as a man and let him dance on you, and then I got to boast you up like it's fly. Like, yeah, that's my girl, man. Usher dancing on my girl. You look ridiculous, brother. I commend the brothers that's like, nah, that woman right there. There's sisters that then came out and said, my man left me because I paid for the picture with Chris Brown, and I went there and I'm up there. He's holding me, his hands around my waist, but it wasn't like that. I look up to him. My husband, he threw off the whole wedding. He divorced me. He what's the word I'm looking for? He called off the engagement. That's the one I'm looking for. So many sisters coming out and saying that when they got back home, their stuff was outside. That's because you were outside. So I'm just putting your stuff where you are, outside. What's wrong with? What do you mean? I'm putting your stuff outside. You understand? You was looking for a fit earlier to go see Chris Brown. You understand? Some of you brothers ignorant, and now your heart is broken. You go out there, you think that she's loyal. You said she could go to the Chris Brown concert. You said that she could go to the Usher concert. She said, I'm loyal. I don't cheat on my man. Yada, yada, yada. These hoes ain't loyal. Didn't Chris Brown tell you that? Isn't that a 1.1 billion viewed video on YouTube? These hoes ain't loyal. She was dancing to the song. Now you wake up in the morning, you go to the job, everybody like looking at you like, man, that was your girl last night? You like, what you talking about? And now you look ridiculous. And you sisters, you are throwing away your entire marriage because you want to be a whore. Because you don't understand the ways of a man. This brother over here is saying, what? I've been over here doing all this, doing all that. You told me you won't go do nothing. When have I ever let you hug another man? When have I ever let you understand, let another man kiss you on your cheek? Right. When has that ever happened? And you let her go to that concert and you find out that your woman is indeed a hoe. You find that out right there. You find out right there that all that loyalty is in the trash. All that 20-year marriage is in the trash. You over here giving your love to another man. Right. That wasn't a part of the deal. That wasn't part of the contract. You fooled me. Like, that's what happens. You understand? You have the money. You have the wisdom. But the Bible says that the excellency of this wisdom that's what causes you to live. When you have this wisdom, when a brother's over here telling what you can and cannot do. So when you sisters call yourself coming up here talking about a man is supposed to provide, you're right. A man is supposed to provide. A man is supposed to provide what? Balance, stability, rules and regulations. Tell you what you can and what you cannot do. Tell the children what you can and cannot do.
It used to be a time frame where the woman said, "Oh, maybe go get your father. No, maybe go get your dad," because that structure was there. The children knew, "Oh, no, don't go with dad." Now the children scared of the mother. Now the child is scared of the mother. There used to be a time frame, but don't maybe go get your dad, your father, and the child just off of that word, just off of you threatening that, they get it all the way together. Now you have a child that's obeying, that's listening, that don't want to try dad. They don't want to try that. Okay, all right, mom. Okay, and get it together because they know when dad has to get involved. Now here comes the disciplinary actions. Now here comes the repercussions for those actions. And you sisters have to understand that how you decide to live in this marriage, there are repercussions to those actions. Right. There are repercussions to those actions. You understand? And you'll mess around and lose your entire marriage because you just want to do what it is that you want to do. You want a man that's going to provide for you. You have to understand what comes with providing. Do you just buy everything for that child? Or do you show that you're obligated to this child when you have a child? Do you not get diapers? Do you not cuddle that child when they're crying? Woman, do you not, you understand, feed the child and learn that baby and recognize this cry from that cry? Do they got gas in their stomach? Do they just need to be rocked a little bit? You understand? Like you learn that baby, you full on invest in learning to this baby. You providing for that baby. That same providing that you doing for that child and that you telling that child, oh no, shush, and don't do this and don't do that. There's a man that is above you that is going to also now show you a providing system that is outside of just money. When you provide for a dog, do you just buy a dog all of the toys in the world? You'll never train a dog. You're gonna get real tired of that dog. You might even give away that dog. You understand? You might get tired of that dog, get away with that dog because why? You spending money, they ripping up the carpet, they ain't even playing with the toys you playing with, they ripping up the carpet, they doing whatever. Eventually, you're gonna get very much sick of that dog because this dog ain't telling you nothing what to do. But the same way that you provide for the dog, how do you provide for the dog? How do you help the dog? The dog comes in the house with no wisdom and it's going to go to sleep in its piss and in its poop. They're going to go to sleep in it. You provide some knowledge and you start to train this dog on where to use the bathroom and how to use the bathroom. You tell this dog no. You tell this dog cage. You tell this dog home. You don't let this dog just go roam around the neighborhood. You don't let this dog just go be barking loud to everybody. You understand? And just be arguing with everybody. You understand? You don't let the dog do that. You providing this dog with wisdom that you understand that the dog does not understand. You sisters out there have to understand that there are men that know things that you just don't know, that know how to handle situations a little bit better than what you could. And you have to understand this. And it's the problem when it's come down to having some rule in a household. It's not saying that you just don't have no voice, sister. It's not saying that you can't necessarily have an opinion. Like you could voice something in a very, well-mannered, way, in a very kind voice. Well, babe, this right here, this right there, ain't nothing wrong with that. We're not saying that you don't have no voice at all. But when it comes down to the decisions that's made, which is why you brothers out there, when it comes time for you to go and lead this sister, you had to be willing to hear as well. You got to be able to go to counsel, take some to counsel. You understand? Get a second notion on this thing here, so you can figure out what's the right thing to do in this proper situation. You don't have to do everything on your own. You can be a leader. You can be dominant in the household. You understand? But what you don't want to do is be overbearing in a way that you're treating this woman like a soldier. She's not a boy. She's not a man. She's not a soldier. She's a princess. And you treat her as such. You understand? You treat her as somebody who just don't know no better, and you're trying to teach her. You women have to be open to learn. You understand? You have to be open to learn. So when this man is now trying to instill these things into you, you're now learning that man as well. You're understanding what it is that this man wants from you. You're understanding what this is, and it's going to do you both a service. Taking it back to the dog example, when I now train the dog on where to piss and how to piss, you're no longer sleeping in your own feces. You understand? You're not getting rocks thrown at you because you want to run across the fence because you see a whole bunch of other dogs. You see a whole bunch of other dogs doing whatever. Now you run across the fence, you barking at everybody. You're not looking dumb. Nobody trying to put you down. You don't get a phone call from some animal, whatever, saying, hey, listen, we got your dog and the shelter over here. They was barking loud and crazy. This dog now gets to live because of the wisdom that you are now instilling within that dog. That dog is now trained, and other people are impressed. When you see a dog that's trained, don't y'all get impressed? You tell that dog sit down, and that dog sit down. You understand? And everybody like, God damn, you say paw. Dog take the paw, the dog give you his paw, and everybody is impressed because this dog listens to you. A thing that can do whatever it wants to do. It could bite you if it wants to. You brothers want to get in that type of control to where this dog appreciates what you're trying to teach them. They appreciate it. You take a dog that was real ruthless and real, messed up and was found on the streets, a stray dog. When they first somebody tried to take care of him, that's right now where the black woman is at right now. You was a stray dog at one point in time. You understand? Just follow me for a second. You was a stray dog at one point in time, and a brother might come around, you understand, trying to tell you what to do and trying to clean you up, and you barking, you biting and nibbling back. You don't want to listen. And then after a while, you see what that man is trying to tell you. It was meant to help you. Now your hair growing back. Many of you sisters, you losing hair out there. You ain't got no hair. You're cutting off your eyebrows. You're cutting your hair. You understand? You're getting these tattoos and this and that and this and that. You're destroying yourself. And a brother that's trying to come in is trying to help you. And after a while, that dog submits. In the beginning, that dog is barking. Who are you? You found me on these streets. Who are you? Don't nobody care about me. Every owner that ever had me abused me. Ain't that you, sister? Every owner that ever had you abused you, huh? And your dad abused you. Then your uncle abused you. Then your 5, 10, 20 boyfriends abuse you. Then your teacher abuse you. Then your boss abuse you. Then everybody just abuse you. So that's who you are. You are a creature right now that has just been abused. Now, when a brother come around trying to offer some wisdom to you, sooner or later that dog sees that, damn, this person loves me. My hair is growing back. My hair ain't been here forever. My skin getting better. My hair is growing back. You understand? I'm eating again. I got a healthy weight again, right? I got control over myself. Before I was barking at everything. You can't tell me what to do. Back up off me. You can't tell me what to do. Bite. Now you ain't biting at everything. You understand? You're not just everywhere on the streets. Now you have a home. You're not a stray dog anymore. Now you have a home. You're well-mannered. You're put together. And now you appreciate this person who is taking care of you. That dog has received what it is for a man to provide that wisdom and be a provider. That's what that happens. Same thing when it comes down to a child. You have to be able to see that the value of a man. That child sees the value of a parent when you recognize that they're hungry. I used to say to my pops back in the day, we driving on a road trip, whatever. Every time, as God is my witness, you understand? I commend my pops for it. Every time I said, man, I'm a child now, and he's a parent, and he knows he's a parent. And as a child, I would speak as a child, and I would say, pops, I say, Dad, I'm hungry. And every time, in masculine way too. Every time you don't think I know you hungry? You don't think I know you hungry? Like somebody who's above you knows what the hell you need. You don't think I know you hungry? He used to say that every time. As soon as football practice over, basketball over, Pop, man, I'm hungry. You don't think I know you're hungry? Like sisters, brothers know what you need. And it ain't lipstick, it ain't heels. I ain't saying you can't look, beautiful and look feminine and whatnot. But there's other things that you need. I asked a sister this 24/7, and every sister has failed it. I asked a sister, y'all can try yourselves. I asked a sister, I say, what is the 3 things you look for in a man? And without me even saying anything, and without me even saying anything, everybody in this room has heard what a woman would say when that question is asked. What do you look for in a man? What's your type of man? What the hell of a type of man? Anyway, what's your type of man? What do you look for in a man? Without any of us saying anything. When I say this, we all have heard this before. I want a man that listens to me. I want a man that values me. I want a man that cares about me, is affectionate. I want a man that's not overbearing. All right, they give you this whole list. Both of you brothers are older than me. When have you ever heard a woman say, I want a man that's going to protect me? When you ask them that question. Go do it right now at any age group you want. Because there's single grandmothers right now. Single. There's single grandmothers, single 30, 40, 20, whatever. Ask them this at your jobs, in the church, for all you church-going women. Just ask them. Brothers, I challenge you. What is the 3 things you want a man? And you're going to find out that this woman lacks wisdom. That she perfectly fits the scriptures. She perfectly fits it. Whereas then I ask them, because nobody's ever get it right. They've never said, I want, number one thing that I want is safety. You want a man that listens to you and he smacks you upside your head. You want a man that is going to provide money for you and he throws you down the stairs. Just because he has money, sisters, does not mean he has wisdom. Does not mean he has morale. Does not mean that he has morals. Does not mean he has integrity. Does not mean he's a good man just because he has money. Your lights is on. And in the light, everyone can see your bruises on your face. Everybody can see it. Your lights is on though. In Chanel, you're running down the street with one heel on because you lack wisdom, but you're in the Chanel. You are in jail overnight because you're just a drunkard inside that restaurant and you did not know how to behave yourself. And now you're on top of a table twerking with one Chanel heel on or whatever. Give me another shoe, a Versace or something. I don't know. You got the Versace on, you got the lace front on, but you have no wisdom. Now you're sitting somewhere in a jail with one lash on and half your weave hanging off your head. You got the set it off braids on underneath, and everybody can see it. And everybody can see those braids. And you don't want those braids to be seen because you know underneath all of that is that. And you don't want them things to be seen. You want them things to be hidden. You don't have nobody telling you what the hell to do and how to behave your damn self. And now you're making yourself look like a fool. Now you just look dumb and stupid. And then you're going to call that man. Babe, I need to get out. I'm locked up. They got me. They was doing too much. No, baby girl, you were doing too much. You were doing too much. You understand? Once again, this is the excellency of wisdom. Wisdom is excellent. With wisdom, the children come home every day, return home. You understand? With wisdom, our babies are not getting abducted. They handle themselves okay inside of the school. You understand? The children inside of UPK, you have to give a hand to all of the parents. Our babies getting straight A's in school. Getting straight A's in school. I don't know a UPK child that's not getting straight A's. I don't know one. I don't know a UPK child that is underneath this banner that is not getting the instruction to how to behave inside of their school when they're hanging out with their friends. Our children recognize that no, I can't. My dad ain't let me go over there. What you mean? Our children ain't creeping inside of no abandoned building and inside some abandoned house chasing some little girl. Our child knows that that's a chicken head. He knows that. We putting them on game, straight up and down, as they being raised at their appropriate age. You understand? They're not doing these things. The children are safe. You understand? When they become teenagers, we're not going to try the drugs. They already been warned. They already been trained on what these drugs can do to you and what they will do to you. They already been trained on it. Rather been by the rod or by me just telling you no, whichever one. They've already been trained. You understand? The woman out here, a woman ain't out here being all loud and aggressive out here. They've already been taught. They've already been taught and guided that that's not the way for a sister to be. That's not the way for a wife to be. That's not a good wife. You want to be something that's holy and something that's separate and set apart. You're going to have to come back to the culture that's spoken of inside of the Bible. We talking about what a man can provide to you. This is what you need. You have all the money in the world. You got a good job and a good career, and you're still alone, single. You're cooking for yourself in that big behind house. You're cooking for yourself. You don't recognize this till you get about 30, 40 years old, and you're like, damn, I need a man. I done gave up everything for my career. I done everything, and you find out that it gets cold in the winter. You find out that it gets cold in the winter. You got this, and it get cold in the summer. And it gets cold in the summer, the water. Now you done find out that. Brothers and sisters, y'all got to understand something. This whole play and this trick bag that's been waged on you has been meant to keep you from being together. To keep the black woman and the black man set apart. To destroy the black family unit. Our oppressor has to do everything to get you to not love that man and to not obey that man. Everything in life is about obeying something. Every job you go to, you have some type of rules and regulations that you must obey, or you're going to get fired, or you're going to get disciplined. You understand? In order for you to receive what? Your paycheck. Your paycheck now allows you to do everything in your life that you have to do. You understand? Everything in life, there's something that has dominion. Black woman, you're going to have to get under the dominion of a black man, a righteous black man. You're going to have to get under it. And I promise you, you won't be finding yourself every 2 years laying down with another man. You won't find yourself every 2 years having 3 different baby daddies. You won't find yourself every few years, you understand, looking for another home and packing and moving your stuff, constantly getting kicked out. You won't find yourself, you know, having 5 different family members and from 5 different families that you're meeting. The children won't have to see men come in and out of this house at all times of the night trying to figure out what is going on with their mother. The children don't have to see you be on drugs and see you stressed out because you're just single and you're handling the burden by yourself. You're handling captivity by yourself. You're trying to keep the lights on by yourself. You're trying to keep the water on by yourself, and the children have to watch you suffer. Don't they say it in the songs all the time? I had to watch my mama, you understand, keep the lights on. I had to watch my mom work 3 or 4 jobs. Sisters, don't be that woman. That brother may not be, you know, he may not have $1 million, but he got enough to make sure that you can eat. You understand? He's trying to tell you something that no other man is telling you. He's not falling short over your beauty. He knows you're beautiful, sure, but he's not a simp. He didn't fall for you for your beauty. He may have seen some potential in you. You have to recognize that with that, he's going to love you the way that he properly should, even though he may not have all the money in the world. Don't you get fooled by what America is trying to put in front of your face, sisters. Don't you get fooled by what's on the radio and what these sisters out here. Let me tell you something. Sexy Wave, Glorilla, Ice Spice, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, all of these entertainers that's in front of you, they're all destroyed. All of them are destroyed, and they are not good role models. Every single one of them, and then some, are all destroyed, and you should not look up to want to be like them. All of them are in multiple marriages. All of them have given their body away. All of them are dealing with trauma, and they're expressing it over a microphone. You understand? And now you just want to go and chase the bag and get it yourself. Nah, listen, it does nothing to bring the black family together. You understand? The notion, let's evaporate that thing about a man is supposed to just financially provide in the black family. No, a man is supposed to do what? Put some, what's the word I'm looking for? Put some structure inside of the house. Without structure, things will crumble. Things will fall. Anybody can come inside of this abandoned house without structure. Without locks on that door, anybody can open it and come in here and spoil everything. You know, without windows and hinges and, you understand, and blinds and everything in there, anybody can come in here and see inside of this house without being covered up properly, without being protected properly. And this is the duty of a man when it comes down to being inside of that house. And you sisters going to have to accept it if you want to remain safe. If you want to be that pillar that nobody can touch unless you come through that door with my permission. If you want to be that and you want to have a structure that's going to last for 20, 30, 40 years, you're going to have to get under dominion of that structure. You're going to have to submit. It's not all about being financially stable. Money's going to be a defense, but wisdom is a defense. And that wisdom is what's going to cause you to be able to live so that your children can live, so that y'all can have a stable unit all together, all one. You understand? So lock your jug over just a little second. There was no questions or comments online. Any questions in the room? So we're going to move on. I'm going to pass the class over to Priest and Officer Bakwashi, the water.
Security announcements. We at I.S.U.P.K out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General YAHANNA. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother and sister comes into the school, they're off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They're here to shut themselves over the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will give permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, you can find this in Numbers 18:21 and Malachi 3:8-10, means 10th in Hebrew, and is pronounced ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest Fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming Holy Convocation is the Memorial of the Blowing of Trumpets, which is the first day of the 7th month, that is a Wednesday, October 2nd, 2024. You can find it in Leviticus 23, 24 to 25. Next cookout is going to be in New York, which is August 30th through September 2nd or 3rd. After that, Southern Cali, September 26th to 29th. And Houston, which is October 31st through November 3rd. Also, we have the Lord's 56th annual Passover. It's going to be held in Atlanta, Georgia. That's going to be April 12th, 2025. Now, we got a few months ahead of schedule. There is a Passover fee. If we go by last year, the fee will be, if you set aside that fee, which was $200 last year, you should be good. You may have to put a few dollars to it. It may be a point where you may take a few dollars away from it. But if you have what the Passover fee was last year, you'll be on some solid footing. Now, the Passover fee is for anybody 17 years of age and older. Anybody 17 years of age and older, and that will get you into all the I.S.U.P.K events that is coming up. All right. Remind Akim Nakwathin to check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for I.S.U.P.K events and materials. If your brother wants to be a trooper in the school, you start wearing all black, which includes black boots, black shirts, black pants, black headbands, and scarf. With that, I say Amijin, will please stand. I want to give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Minavij Ahmad Shabbat, Imagine, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat,
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat.
Yajim Batah, class dismissed.